Welcome to Kickback Hip Hop. My name is Connor Ennis. Today we are going to be reviewing Vince Staples' new album, Big Fish Theory. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Okay, so Vince Staples is a Def Jam artist from Long Beach, California. He really came onto the scene with his debut album, Summertime '06, which was very well perceived by the hip-hop enthusiast community. He then released an EP titled Prima Donna. This was also very well perceived by the community and helped extend his popularity as a hip-hop artist in the game. Big Fish Theory is now his third project, but his second studio album. And let me tell you, after dissecting this album a few times, I just was not able to come around to finding the greatness in this album at all. To be completely honest with you, half the time I thought I may have been listening to a Diplo album with certain tracks. And this really took me by surprise, to be honest, because Vince Staples is pretty dope. He's got some good lyricism. The past two projects that he dropped are pretty nice. I'm a fan of them. This one, not so much. Now look, I do get the attempt at pushing boundaries. I get that. I really do. We've seen it. But with this album, he just missed. Plain and simple. He did not hit this one on the head. I was not impressed. And to be quite frank, I was a little bit disappointed. After my first run through of the album, I was a little confused. The first thought that came to my head after listening to this album the first time is that this album is not even a poor man's, but a homeless man's Yeezus. Especially if you go and listen to tracks like Yeah Right, I don't get where he was going with this album. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just not good. Like, I don't understand where he was going with that. The really sad thing is, with this album, is that I thought Vince Staples was spitting some dope rhymes. But his delivery throughout the entire album was pretty boring, and there just wasn't nearly enough focus on the actual rapping on the album. It was so heavily influenced by the beats that it almost made it distracting to even hear what he was saying on every song. It almost sounds like a soundtrack to like a Dance Dance Revolution game. I don't know. I really don't. With all this being said though, there were some pretty dope tracks. The song 745 was easily my favorite. I thought he actually did a great job with this song. So I think if he would have stuck more with this type of sound than that so far left Sonics that he went with, this album would have been really good because, like I said, his lyrics and his rapping on this is nice. He does a pretty good job, with the exception of being boring, but I think if you focus more on the rapping, you're going to get better deliveries on the whole thing. See, that's dope. This is what I was looking for on the entire album. When I heard this song, it gave me hope. But then after that, I just kind of lost it as the album went on. There were some good tracks, like I said. Big Fish was a good song. I thought it was really solid with the addition of Juicy J's hook, but nothing really special, to be honest. I liked it, but it's not something that I would go back and listen to over and over and over. It just didn't catch me in that way. With this album, the word that comes to my mind first is forgettable. Like I said before, I was pretty disappointed in this album. I was expecting much better. There's been some hype around Vince Staples lately that he was going to drop a fire project, and this wasn't it. Maybe the next one. Overall, I would give this album probably a 4 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to subscribe, be sure to smash the like button, and be sure to leave a comment below. Let me know if you think I'm far off or if I'm on point with my review. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter at KickbackHipHop. Any tweets that you send me, I will be sure to respond to, so please do that. I love interacting with you guys. That's going to do it for this review. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. We'll see you next time on Kickback Hip Hop. Peace out, YouTube.